Alright guys, welcome back to Songs of Conquest as we continue Four Corners as Rana. We've taken over the second player's main base, which is actually quite a bit better than ours, and we do now have access to research. So let's have a look at what our options are. So if we look through, we can see that this particular building, which is the Dragon Pyramid, is very much focused on just kind of unit stat upgrades. So we can upgrade Rana troops plus 10 defense. Plus 1 hit points to Rana troops seems really good because that will of course massively strengthen Shamans plus Storm Guards. There's plus 5 initiative, which I don't think is too useful to us, to be honest. Plus 10 melee offense, which could be good. But what you'll start to notice as we look through this stuff is it's all pretty expensive in terms of precious resources. None of it costs wood, none of it costs stone, and I'm not sure if we should go for it just yet. We don't have the birthing pools, which gives us quite a different set of options. So for example, this gives us plus 1 Glimmerweave, this gives us extra gold, this gives us the ability to construct more per base, which is not really that useful, but still. And I kind of think this one's more useful. On the surface, this feels more useful to me, but the Dragon Pyramid is required to upgrade the Smouldering Cave. In order to upgrade Smouldering Cave, we need to go and look at this. So to upgrade the Smouldering Cave, we do of course need the Chain and Sanctuary, but in order to get the Chain and Sanctuary, we need the Shaman Tent. This town has unfortunately not produced a Shaman Tent for us, so we have to get rid of something. And I think I might get rid of the Diggers. It is an upgraded Diggers building, so a bit of a shame to let it go, but then again, we're doing fine for wood. Like, the wood production is worse than the stone production, but it's kind of tough to know what to get rid of. We do have 2 lean-tos, but I don't really mind that just because I am a very big fan of Storm Guards. I have the ability to research Tremor in this, which I think we should go for. Let's just do that now, it's pretty cheap. We have of course lost our Ancient Amber production, but we have finished our exchange. So if we have a look at the exchange, we do have the option of buying 5 Ancient Amber for 3,500 gold, which is not cheap, but it's not as bad as I kind of feared it would be. Still, I think we have to let something go, and I think we get rid of the Gatherers. So this does give us some Celestial Ore back, which is nice. But yeah, let's get rid of this. Let's go for the Shaman Tent. Then we'll go for the Chain and Sanctuary, and then we will have the opportunity to upgrade our Smouldering Cave, which means in this town, not really going to bother so much with that. We will go for the upgrade, which is quite expensive, but does massively increase our gold income. So yeah, that's an extra 500 gold per turn. A few extra building sites too. Seriously considering going for the spawning pool, just so we can pull in troops from all our different towns and make sure we can kind of defend ourselves from red. There is a very different strategy we could go for, which is next turn we could re-recruit Cheekham for his 6th command. This turn we could go for the spawning pool, and we could just give Cheekham a massive force, spend as much gold as possible, and carry on going aggressive. And I feel like that might actually work, although it does give us less time to invest in what we already have. So I'm going to go back to Sla-Kin. I am going to recruit a few extra units for him. So let's just take all of this stuff. And we're going to go west. We're going to break this open. I do want to go to the top right corner because I do want to find a source of Ancient Amber, and maybe there are some in the corners. The problem with that is it's just going completely away from our next opponent. I think we do want to kind of move aggressively to the west. So yeah, let's go for this. We actually scare them off. So does Sla-Kin himself need to go for this stuff? I doubt it. There is the cairn, but I think we can skip most of that. So let's go to Rask. And let's have him pick this stuff up instead. So he's got the Stinger. Stinger is plus 4 initiative, that's not too bad. Bit of gold. Bit of wood. Okay, the Bones of Cornelius. So this gives us plus 40% spell damage power and plus 20% spell damage resistance. That seems pretty good. Bit of Ancient Amber there is very much needed. And let's go to this, 3100 gold, 14 hunters. And that is all our movement for now. Okay, so we can go northwest, but I think it's more useful if we follow the path. We can also go to the Scholar's Lectern, of course. Go to this thing too, for +3 defense, and we've got to fight with Face Spirits, Footmen, and Horned Ones, who might run off too. No, they will fight us. Okay. This is very similar to the map we saw before. Pretty sure we're fine. Yeah, I mean, none of that stuff's too strong. I don't think they can even reach us from up there. There has been a new patch, which means these guys now have plus 25% spell damage resistant when they go for defend. But I think it's come at the cost of some of their damage. I think their damage has been reduced. Not really sure I remember that correctly, but we don't have too much to do with this guy on the first turn, so let's just pull back. Let's go for this. So Face Spirits come forward, we will be able to finish those off pretty easy. So nothing's going to come into our deadly range. Let's just go for these. Okay, so we've got momentum, the rest come a little bit closer. Let's see. So, we have a chance of finishing these off. Nothing else is in range, let's go for them. So we poison them if nothing else, and we do now have the option of explosive fungi, so let's go for it. Just in front of these stacks. Go for this. So we're berserking them, but I think that's fine. They're going to take a couple of turns to reach us. Next round begins. Not going to change too much. Those guys can't reach us. No one else is going to come into our deadly range. So I think best option is just to go for the attack. Okay, these guys do go straight through the explosive fungi, which is great. These guys do too. Alright, so we have access to a few more. So this position here should be pretty safe. Let's try that. Let's try going for Psychic Spear. Then these guys can't reach us. But other two stacks are not going to do too much damage, so I think we still go for them. Might actually pull these guys to the corner. Okay, so we double poison them. Send these guys in to protect. And go for another explosive fungi. Okay, that's going to keep us pretty safe. So they get killed off by poison, as do they. And then this stack has to go straight through all the explosive fungi. Okay, we have access to even more. And yeah, they're just not going to get through. We're completely fine. Go for ambush just in case, but yep, we don't even need it. You just finish them off with the explosive fungi. So once again, the fungi strategy does still work for us. I do really enjoy that strat, I can't lie. Okay, perfect. So we reach level 12. So, destruction spells tier 3. Ooh, but an eye for amber. On our main, this doesn't feel that great. But we don't know of any other source of amber. I think we just say yes to that. Yeah, I'd go for it much more happily on literally any other wielder. But we still have 4 skill slots, so I think we're okay. Okay, let's go back to this guy. Let's pick up some more stuff. So I don't know what that was. Probably just gold. Okay, a bit of gold there, and we'll go for the gold mine too. And pick up some stone. And let's start moving back. So we have a good amount of resources, so what we will do, before we make a decision about whether to go for Cheekham again or not, I think we're going to go for Masugna. By the way, quite a few of these Rana wielders, their names are actually the names of the developers backwards. I found out since the previous episode, so this is obviously someone called Angus, I think. So this person, guy, woman, comes with creation magic and plus 40% spell damage power, so it could actually be pretty good. But yeah, we're going to go to the north, we're going to pick up as much of this stuff as possible. Pillage this for 500 gold, and that appears to be as far as we can go. I am going to pick up another wielder. So we've we've conquered so much that we have enough Wielder slots to literally recruit everything. The big question is, do we want to spend that much gold? I'm not sure we do. Out of these choices, magic resistance, spell resistance, I think we keep focused on magic. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're going to go south. We're going to go to the Cozy Tavern. I can't remember exactly where the red Wielder was, but we're going to go south. Okay, so right there. Alright, this is not safe then. Maybe we try going west, but pretty sure we just get attacked. So I think... Gotta play this one safe. There are mud huts there, so we can recruit some... backup, but not really safe to do that. I think we just start moving east. Could pillage this, but our other Wielder can do that instead. Okay, so decision time. Do we go for the spawning pool? Can this Wielder reach us? Can they take our town back? Probably not. I feel like this could work. I feel like it's worth a try. It's a bit indulgent, but if my experience of Heroes 3 is anything to go by, aggression is usually rewarded. So do we have more we can do? We do have the option of going for a spawning pool here too, which I think could be useful at some point, but not needed just yet. So for the most part, it's just a choice of what else to build, and I think we do have 2 small build sites. So perhaps a lean-to would be good. There is the option of a defensive building, but I don't know if I care that much to do that. I'm not quite convinced those make up for the opportunity cost. Plus that thing is pretty cheap. So this town is fully developed. This town is not fully developed. Shaylin Sanctuary is probably not a priority in this particular town. Beast Corral perhaps, but that uses up all of our stone. Mud Huts is always pretty cheap. I think we should go for Mud Huts. We should keep this town busy, but I don't want to overindulge. Okay, so 15k left in the bank. This town I think should be safe. Can upgrade it, but I think there's no reason to risk that. So we've not seen any sign of blue, but they will be to the west, pretty close to our main. Okay, so red is coming straight for it. Ah, they can reach it. Okay, so I wasted a lot of resources there. We do get a few back thanks to rainbows. Random event. But yeah, that really sucks. It's a really expensive tier 1 building. Okay, this stuff to the north could be good, but I think no need to use our main for that. Let's go to the beast huts. We can recruit these. No available slot for the rest, but never mind. Let's keep going west. So this looks to be unclaimed. Let's just pillage. Okay, no more movement points, but appears to be a Loth biome and no sign of Alien. Let's go back to Masugna. Take the farmhouse. Let's take the gold, and we're probably going to get taken out, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's not like Heroes 3. You can eventually re-recruit your wielders for free. And I think Cheekham, not really worth spending the gold on, since we did lose that town. So let's go to the blacksmith where we get a mace. The mace is +7 offense, so pretty basic. Mercenaries' quarters, we could pillage. I guess we might as well. Then we'll try going to this. Okay, so this wielder is pretty screwed. I think we should try and take her units. So let's leave her with 1 shaman. And let's take the tremors. Okay, so we're just going to move probably to the east, but I think the point of this hero is to be a scout. We're going to go for Ancient Amber. We're going to go for some XP. Magic resistance is good. Woodcutter is not that useful to us. It seems to be a lot worse than the Amber skill, because 1 wood is definitely worth less than 1 Amber. Let's go for Command. Go to this. Let's go for the Glimmerweave. And there's a lot of stuff to be claimed to the south. Okay, so T'Chira's already been to this, Not really too much else to do. I think we just go back to the east. Rask is going to keep picking this stuff up. And then Ichamo is going to go to this. And probably start coming back to defend. I guess he might be strong enough to take that fight to the south, but much safer option is just to go and get some stronger units. So we'll get some more of those, get some more of these, get some more Ethra, and I think next slot we could go for the Chalon. They're probably the strongest option we have of what we can see. We should probably also look into upgrading some more of these buildings. So, gather upgrades, not too useful. Upgraded Chalon Sanctuary. That's not too bad. That's not too expensive. Let's go back to this town first. This is our most important town, of course. So we're going to build the Chalon Sanctuary here first. And we still have plenty of resources free. I don't think we need to panic research anything. We can just instantly research things. It is an instant unlock. So I think we'll wait until the opponents get a bit closer. Still, let's go back to this. And let's have a think what else we could use. So we've already got the Chalon Sanctuary. I think another Beast Corral could be good. To upgrade the town, we need a lot more wood. And our wood production has gone down quite a lot. Okay, well, I don't think we should rush into anything. I think we should just keep things as they are for now. Some of our wielders have not yet moved. Okay, so it's this wielder here, which I guess maybe we go to the west. We haven't visited this. Oh, we have. Okay. Let's go to the Shaman tent. Should really strengthen ourselves, and should probably take the Celestial Ore Mine. Make sure we keep doing useful things. Anyway, I think that's all fine for now, so let's just end the turn there. So they are just raising our town here, which is not too surprising, but does mean they're free to send their wielder to attack us. So let's see if they're going to do it. Yes, they are. Okay. We're just going to quick battle this because there's no chance of survival. But yeah, we will eventually be able to get that wielder back for free, so that's not really a waste of gold. And they are coming towards us, but it's going to take them some time. Okay, rescue. Most of the captive folk are recovered from barrier, but there were more losses. The folk demoralized. Life returns to the march. So we get 5 hunters, 5 guards, but we get -5 initiative and -5 to our offense. Specifically affects Chira. Okay. I think that's a good trade. We'll take those. But yeah, let's go back to Sla-Kin. We've already pillaged this. So to the north we have mercenary quarters. There's some stuff to pick up, nothing too useful. I think we'll pick up the gold. We'll go to the Cozy Tavern for the extra movement, and there is a town. If we look to the south, there's the Braid of the Horned Ones. I'm not sure what that does. Let's go for the town. Sure, we can take this. Yeah, easy fight. They don't want to fight us. So we take the town for free. Town is just a level 2, so nothing too special. I think we go for the upgrade, because this should be relatively safe. And spawning pool, definitely tempting, because this could be the front line, but let's see how it goes for now. We're going to go to the old camp, although I'm not sure we have enough slots. Perhaps we recruit someone else. I think that does make sense. I think we should actually go for both. So we're going to send this guy to the north. Okay, 6 more guards. Morning Star. Okay, not too much up there. Go for the next. Okay, so Relac is going to go to the south. Pick up some resources. Some shamans. Glimmerweave. And some celestial ore. Okay, so that tells us nothing about what's to the west. I think we'll risk this. Okay, so we have to give up the 5 guards for 1800 gold, which I think is completely fine. Go to the Wooden Idol. I would really like the XP, but I think we're good for XP. We'll go for Amber. And we'll return to this. We'll just pick up as many resources as we can. We don't want to go for that. Okay, so there's still some stone we can claim. And they might come to chase us down, but if they do, that means they're not going for our base. I think they'll probably prioritize our base. And there is an argument for going for the spawning pool, just to be safe. I think this town is less able to defend itself. So I think we should do that. No reason to risk it. But in the meantime, we're going to pick up as many units as we can. So we have one free slot. I think we'll just go for the Chalon. And we're going to go up to the Bandit hideout, which I think we can take. Although we should go to this first. Okay, so we reached level 5. We have Arcana Magic, Command, and Channeling. I think we'll go for Arcana. And we'll start moving north. Then we've got Rask, who's going to pick up some resources. And go to the Farseer's Vessel, which reveals a bit more to the north. Take some more Glimmerweave, and we'll keep going north. Okay, so this fight, I think we probably... yeah, we definitely don't want to take that. We're going to go south instead. We could keep exploring all of this. But we need more units, clearly. So let's go to this. So this place still needs more time to build up. That's pretty clear. Let's at least upgrade these. And I think we mostly just stay put. Not really too much useful we can do. Okay, so that's everyone moved. This town is able to upgrade. That's affordable, let's just do it. So we do have a large building site. I think this is the perfect place for the birthing pools. Let's go for that now. I mean, it's not completely defended. If someone attacks us from the center of the map, we're in trouble. But I don't think anyone's actually there. Then we do need to decide what to do with this. I think spawning pool could make sense at some point, but for now, let's just produce. So lookout tower is also an option. That's actually pretty cheap, and this town could be attacked. So that is tempting. The Shaman tent is just really good in general. Okay, so pretty busy turn. But yeah, let's see what red does. I don't think red can reach our main town, but have to be a bit careful. Thought blue would make an appearance. Okay, so red is probably just one turn away. A large force of Baryons is seen approaching the swamp. That's actually very true. It does react to what's going on the map. So their path leads them directly through the Crawler breeding grounds. Life returns to the marsh even. 3 crawlers, and that goes to Rask the First Rider, who is nowhere near, but whatever. We'll take the 3 units, of course. Okay, let's go west. Let's see what we can find. So that probably leads to our final opponent, but I think we don't rush into it. Let's go to the Bandit hideout. This should be an easy fight. Okay, so Brigands and Wolves. Game seems to think we keep the range units to the left. So let's assume that's correct. Okay, so in terms of initiative, the Wolves are all about to move. So I think we need to at least try and slow them down with our zone of control. Oh. Oh, I guess they go straight through it. Maybe I should have checked that. Alright, so not great in terms of... yeah, it does ignore zone of control. Okay, good to know. Not great in terms of our positioning, because these range units are not really able to do too much. I think we might just pull away from this. We could go for ambush, but they're already in deadly range. I think I'll pull back. Okay, so we do take some damage, but it's not too bad. We're going to pull back right towards the corner. And let's just weaken these. Okay, so bandits go for the guards, but the guards can just about take them on, I think. Let's go for this. They get poisoned. Then let's go for explosive fungi. Try and protect these as much as possible. So I can pull back, or I can go for an attack with my deadly range. Maybe a bit of both is wise. I think we focus on the wolves. So those are now poisoned. This guy's free to attack. Okay, so the explosive fungi does protect us. So deadly range is not going to be reached by this stack. Best option, I think, is just to attack, although we do want to free these guys up. These are about to move. There's not really too much we can do, we should just go for this, I think. Yep, so we are taking some pretty heavy losses. I'm not sure this is really worth it, but just gotta see what we can do. Okay, so we finish those off, we finish these off, then these are in deadly range. Then we can go for an earth block. I'm not sure if we need to, though. Okay, so we kill these off. And we win. Alright, so some pretty heavy losses, but we do have the spawning pool coming in, so we should be able to replenish. Yeah, those losses were not great. So we do get the Helmet of the Veneer. It gives us +5 defense. I was hoping for something better. That was all pretty basic. Not massively impressed by that. So, blue is clearly just across this. I think we should pull back, but let's do it in a way that allows us to actually grab some more resources. Okay, then back to Rask the First Rider. Let's pick up some more resources. Out to the north. Okay, so not too much of note there. Let's visit this. And let's go to the Shaman tent, let's pick up all of these. And let's start moving back to the base. Okay, so the real threat, of course, is red. Red is coming towards our base. We do, I think, need to just go back. If we go for this fight against the Bandit hideout, it's not really that great in terms of rewards. The main thing is just that we get as strong as possible. Probably our best option is to spend the gold to get Cheekham back, because Cheekham does, of course, have command. So let's send Cheekham to the west. Let's just see what we can get. So we're going to go for all of these. Go for these two. And let's have a look. So we can fill these two stacks. Okay, so South Tree is able to give us quite a lot. I think we want to go for... We want to go for another stack of Shamans, because we do have plenty of those free. And I think we can upgrade them. Let's go for these two, we do have lots of those. And in fact, 10 of these, 10 Tremors. That's all our gold gone though, so we won't be able to upgrade. Let's send the Hunters just to split into another stack. Okay, so that's quite a few stacks. We should try and pick up some more resources if we can. There's a little bit to the south, but not too much. Perhaps I should go west. But there probably is another Wielder to the west who will take us on. Okay, so this guy has a few more units. Some of them should be passed over to Cheekham. So let's have a think. So we want to keep the... Estra. I think we get rid of one stack of these, go for the upgraded stack instead. And I think, given the choice between Ravagers and Crawlers, 6 to 9 damage, 25 health. Ravagers do seem to be a bit better. Okay, that seems fine. We do need to level up Cheekham's command skill, but yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's start moving kind of towards the west so we can pick up some more Shamans. Let's go back to this guy. There's not really too much we can pick up. Okay, so new artifact is the Bone Club, +4 offense. Yeah, I do think the artifacts in this game in its current form are kind of boring, I'm gonna be honest. Just kind of really basic stat upgrades. Bone Club again? No. 1600 gold, that's not even a difficult choice. Okay, let's go to the large farmhouse, let's pick up some more gold from there, and let's go for that. And do we have enough movement points to pillage this? We do, just about. Perfect. Okay. So let's pick up... Let's see if we can actually go for the upgrade. So it's too expensive, is what I'm getting from that. Okay. That's gonna have to do. I'm pretty sure we're stronger. Maybe we just move towards them. I didn't even check that, but yeah, we are. Yeah, so this is just the person we beat before, I think. Artificers, Musketeers. This should be pretty simple. Yeah, so quite a few range units towards the bottom. Just need to stay out of deadly range, and I think we should be okay. So just there for now. In fact, they're slightly better. Okay. So we can attack this. Let's go for it. Okay, so those come closer. These have the option of the Dragon's Roar, which reduces defense and reduces initiative, which doesn't really help us too much. I think we just get closer. And these guys are free to attack. I think we'll try surrounding these. And we'll just go and do some damage. Poison might actually finish them off. Okay, we can finish them off ourselves. So that was kind of pointless. Alright, they go for Fury, which increases their damage quite a lot by the looks of it, but we can go straight for an attack on this, which will finish them off. And they do have to reload, so we should be fine. So next round, we clearly have them beaten on initiative. We're going to move these to the top, just in case they try to escape us. Do have to be a bit careful, of course, because they will probably cast another spell. No, they do just reload. Okay, so we step up, we finish them off, and that was pretty much completely fine. Would like to upgrade my hunters if I can, but I think we're pretty good just to go straight to the west. We do not pick up our artifact again. So Raider could actually be quite interesting, but definitely more so on a backup. I think we go for more command. And we start moving west, and we need to set up a chain. Let's see what we can do next round. Don't think there's anyone else we can actually move. So let's go back to this. So I should have really gone for some research before we went for that. I think plus 10 range defense to these would be really good, but it costs a lot of Ancient Amber. Upgrade Shaman Tent there I think is also a very good idea. Let's go south first. So Birthing Pool's still going to take another 2 rounds. Okay. In that case, let's just spend the gold. Let's just spend the resources on that. I think that's worth doing. Our best town. Other things we can go for, we should have a bit of free construction capacity in this town. So, spawning pool I think we should go for. We can upgrade this too. Again, that's kind of expensive, but this town should stay pretty safe. Let's just do it now. So we're going to need more Ancient Amber, but I think that's still a good use of it. Okay, let's end the turn. See if blue makes an appearance. We do of course control half the map, so I think we're fine not to go aggressive. Can see signs of movement to the north. Okay, Achamo has got a Falchion, but that's just a very small upgrade to attack, so we don't really care too much about that. Let's go for this. Let's go for the Emancipator. Let's see what that does. The Emancipator is plus 14 offense. It is two-handed, so I don't think we'll bother. Okay, let's go to the spawning pool. And let's fill up our stacks as much as we can. So we'll go for these first. We'll fill up the rest of our guards. And kind of spoiled for choice. So we want more Ethra. Have to decide what to fill our last slot with. We can go for a full stack of Ethra, so that's great. I think the obvious thing we can afford is another full stack of guards, but guards, pretty low damage. I think we need to go for something a bit stronger. Thing is, there's not really too much else available to us. Let's at least pick up Let's at least pick up as many shamans as we can. Then we go to this. Buy up as many units as we can, go for the upgrades. That's actually all our gold gone. Okay, so we can still get stronger. What else could we do? We could go to the south, we could try and take stuff in the center of the map. I think that's fine for now, we don't need to go aggressive. Let's go back to Cheekham. And let's go straight to the west. So we'll resist the watermill. Go fully aggressive. Okay, so we should be able to take this town back. We're just going to go for a raise. And we can still reach this. Okay, well, we can't use it again this round. Alright, so let's go back to this guy, and we should probably set up the chain. So his units... He's got some okay stuff. Let's look at upgrading the Chalen Sanctuary. That's not too expensive. I think we do that. So next round, we're going to pick up as many units as possible, we're going to get as close as we can, and we're going to move Char. Whoever that is. He's the Chalen, I think. There we go. We're going to move him to the north, and he's going to be in a great position to receive the units. Let's just check how far we can actually go. I think we can probably reach. That's probably fine. Okay, then we still have this guy. This guy's going to go to the north. He's going to visit this. Take all of this stuff. Picks up the ever-flowing branch of sap, so we get another one. More Ancient Amber, that's perfect. Let's go east. Then this guy, I think, just stays put. We could go towards the northeast, of course, but just not that important that we do that. Let's stay here for now. Need to get ourselves some more gold. Take all the loose resources we can. Sharp sword, just another basic plus offense artifact. We'll just ignore that. Okay, let's take the farmhouse. Let's take this. Let's go to this, and let's pick this up too. We are very close to upgrading our camp to the final tier of town. So next turn, once we've got some more gold, that's very much doable. Don't think we're going to move anyone else this turn, so let's end it there. So red should re-emerge with another pretty strong Wielder. That will not have been the end. That is something that tends to happen in this game. If you take out a Wielder, they tend to come back at least once with an even stronger force. Let's see what they've got. So they take our town back. We actually get a new artifact. Helmet of the Arena. I thought it said Helmet of Arcana at first, that would have been better. Helmet of the Arena, I imagine, is just plus defense. Okay. Well, let's go to the south, and let's get ourselves this artifact. So this fight is... I imagine it's fine. Yeah, it's an easy fight, let's go for it. So there's Banes, and there's Necromancers, so we would be a lot better off if we actually had fast attackers. So we need to get some more of those. The good thing is, because we do have all of our extra range, we should still be pretty much completely fine. Yeah, so we can pretty much finish these off in one shot. Let's go for it. Okay, so we take our first losses. I'm going to try and weaken these as much as we can. And let's take these out. Okay, so we're taking some losses to that stack. I think that's fine. And just replace those. These guys are going to go forward. Okay, so these spells so far not that useful to us. Let's keep weakening these. Let's go here first, though. I'm not really sure that was worth it, but never mind. Okay, so we go for those. They get their turn. They go for another attack on that weak stack. Let's go for minus initiative on these. So the guards will now go before them. Then let's weaken these. And let's see if we can attack. That top stack is the only one we could attack. probably worth going a bit closer. Just so we can go for these. There we go, we do finish them off. Then we go for this attack. Force them into melee. They don't want to attack us, that's completely fine. Go for these next. These guys still have the lowered initiative. And we finish them off, perfect. So a few losses, but we can just replace that stack, that's completely fine. Okay, we reached level 13, so we can go for another upgrade to an Eye for Amber. Arcana Magic as a new skill. That would be pretty good. Command upgrade also really useful. I think an Eye for Amber, just so we can start getting those research upgrades as soon as possible. We can go for this, but it's a bit of a detour. Let's just do it. Okay, so Braid of the Horned Ones, I'm hoping this is something pretty good. Okay, so more gold when pillaging, plus 10 offense and minus 5 defense, so kind of simulating the Berserk ability. That's pretty good, not bad. We can go south, but I can't really see too much. I imagine there's a town somewhere far to the south, but I think we start going towards the Arlean opponent instead. Okay, let's check this out first. So that's very weak. That's fine. We'll go back to this guy, we'll go to this, and we're going to pick up a few units. So unfortunately, to upgrade the Chalon to Chalon Elders, we need to spend Glimmerweave. That's not ideal. But let's just do it. And let's go for as many of these as possible. One more of these. And some more of those. Okay, we'll take these with us. We do not even get close. Okay, that was not a very effective hero chain. Okay, so let's take the most useful units we can. There we go. Then we're going to go further to the west. We're still nowhere close, but that's going to be fine because Cheekham can revisit this. And we can actually go really far towards their town, but we should of course actually go for their Wielder first. So Artificers, Musketeers, not too different to what we faced before. This guy of course does have a lot less range, but we should still be completely fine. Okay, so let's stay out of deadly range. This should actually work. This too. Actually, that does put us in range of those. So we should probably go forward. That was a bit of a mistake. Need to try and weaken those. Okay, so we do take a loss, but we also do some nice damage to those. Let's go up to this. Let's go for the Dragon's Roar. Reduce their initiative. And these are not able to reach, so let's go forward. Okay, not really too much we can do here. Nope, none of that stuff really works. Okay, let's just end the turn. So they do move before they shoot, which means we don't take as many losses as we could have. Let's go finish these off, and we should be able to pretty easily finish off the rest. There we go. Okay, so Spores of War, this is the person who had our ever-flowing branch of sap. So I was getting them mixed up with someone else. So we get all that stuff back, that's excellent. So we actually have really good production of Ancient Amber now, despite the fact we don't actually have an actual mine for that. So in this case, Command would be good, but I think March does make sense. I think going straight for the town makes sense too. We're going to go for Raise once again. And we still have plenty of movement points to go west. So even though we're not going to get the reinforcements, I think we just risk that. Okay. Wow, okay. So something I didn't notice until it was too late is that blue has taken over red's lands. And we can see Nor, the High Chief of the Fae, could be about to attack us, and maybe we're not quite ready. So perhaps I've been a bit reckless there, but it's going to keep things interesting. I think we have done enough for this part, so thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.